Well, compared to all the major cities in Tennessee, the Memphis area's economy just seems stuck with high poverty and fewer good-paying jobs.
And we're not the only big city seeing any significant growth. That's why in September of 2021, when Ford Motor Company announced its $5.6 billion BlueOval City project for Haywood County, a lot of people wondered if the company would really build the kind of game changer our economy has needed for so long. But
tonight, I'm here not to just tell you, but show you why people who helped bring the Ford project here believe it will transform our region. Watch.
Got $1 billion investment.
You don't have to convince the mayor of Brownsville what BlueOval City will mean to West Tennessee.
It's going to mean a population explosion. We're looking to double our population in the next 10 to 20 years, and that's a conservative number.
That's saying something, considering it took 200 years for this Tennessee town to reach the 10,000 people it has now.
Sustainability.
But Mayor Bill Rawls says plans are already being drawn up and permits being issued.
We talk to developers on a daily basis, and we're just looking to pull the trigger. We want to see some dirt moving. We want to see some houses coming out of the ground.
What is already coming out of the ground is a massive new Ford truck assembly plant, as well as another plant operated by BlueOval SK to make batteries for a new generation all-electric F-150 pickup truck. It's a project so large, we had to put up the drone to try and capture what 14 million square feet looks like under one roof. The buildings stretch for blocks and blocks. The stream of trucks going in and out never stops. You see roads being widened, water towers going up, not to mention acres and acres of trailers to temporarily house the thousands of construction workers, contractors, and subcontractors already on the site, building Tennessee's largest ever project, period, and Ford's biggest ever as well.
It is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my career. I can tell you, we never expected to get something like this. It is truly a miracle for our region.
Mark Herbison was with the Greater Memphis Chamber when Tennessee first created what 20 years ago was known as the Memphis Regional Megasite. He helped spearhead the site that eventually convinced Ford to literally build a new city at a record pace.
That we were going to plant. They're building the most sophisticated, most technologically advanced, most sustainable facility they've ever built.
From I-40, drivers who whiz by exit 42 to Stanton have no idea what's being built just a couple miles up the road. But the numbers tell the story. The 3,600-acre BlueOval City campus will soon be hiring as many as 6,000 workers. That doesn't include several major suppliers that will build their own facilities and hire up to 3,000 more workers, which is why projections are the whole project could draw up to 30,000 direct and indirect jobs. As you watch all the cars file out of here at shift change, it's easy to see that the projected 30,000 direct and indirect jobs that this project will bring is not some sort of pipe dream. In fact, the federal government estimates that every auto assembly line job will bring in an additional 6 to 8 jobs. Things like restaurants, coffee shops, clinics, even daycare centers and hotels. And all of them will need space along the highways surrounding this plant and will be sprouting up in the next couple of years. And the growth will extend many miles in each direction, benefiting both Memphis and Jackson. For example, no one thinks Buc-ee's would have recently announced one of its stores is going up on this farmland at exit 28 on I-40 if it wasn't for BlueOval City. Buc-ee's plans to hire 200 workers with an expected annual payroll of $9 million.
This is a very significant project for Ford. It is our first all-new plant in the United States in over 50 years.
Gabby Bruno with Ford says the company has a lot riding on this project. Since the announcement, and largely behind the scenes, Ford started listening to regular folks, holding meetings like this one in Brownsville, finding what barriers might keep potential workers away. Things like access to childcare and transportation. Ford wants a workforce ready to go when the hiring starts.
We are working closely with area schools and colleges to develop a robust pipeline of local talent. And Ford's training programs will be comprehensive. We'll have classroom training, hands-on experiences, as well as online opportunities.
Opportunities is the key word here, on a scale like the Memphis area hasn't seen in decades. And while most of us haven't seen the impact just yet, this sign in the Brownsville Flower Shop shows the excitement that's already building.
Some people don't like change, but it's coming.
Massive project there. So, Richard, there's still a lot of questions. Like, I know your focus was all the jobs that it could bring. So, when are they going to start hiring? What jobs are they going to offer, and how much are they going to make?
All good questions, but good luck getting answers from Ford on that. Right now, the company will only say the mass hiring will start sometime next year. However, BlueOval SK, which is operator of that big battery plant on the same site, might offer some clues for us because they are already hiring. So far, it's hired 300 people with 2,200 more jobs needing to be filled in the coming months. Positions include maintenance technicians, production operators, quality control technicians, engineers, and specialists. Depending on the position and your experience, the pay is between $21,000 and $37.50 an hour, or $44,000 and up to $78,000 a year.
Not bad.
Industry sources, by the way, tell me that Ford's pay scale will likely be even higher than that, so definitely some well-paying jobs. And Ford just not acting like it's very worried about this slight softening that we've seen of the demand when it comes to electric vehicles, which was probably unrealistic to begin with. We were really excited about it to begin with, but it clearly sees a strong future for its new vehicle.
All good things coming to Memphis area,
just
Haywood
can't
County.
wait to see it happen.